Hello, Internet. Welcome back to this your stream, Uncle Power. How are you guys doing? We are back with Doki Doki Literature Club. We are going to be diving into the insane literature club. We're starting to see some hints of what's going on in this universe. So, um, I boot up my computer. It's already in. So let's see what's going on. So I'm en route, and I'm already in my first one. So I have my pictures. I have new pictures. Huh. You have the picture of the girls, the whole set. Independent Sprouts. We have the chibi ones. Okay. Dear Sunshine. Okay, that's the side story, first poem. The poem Sayori from the side story. Trust. A poem by Sayori from the side story. Yep. Natsuki, first poem. Hold on, Natsuki. Oh yes, yes. Minaka, first poem. And again, we have the assets for the school and our background. The first concept sketch of the complete cast drawn by David Evelyn. Procedure. Review the file. Poem words dash for any what? For any anomalies. For any anomalies. Okay, let's go back. Let's check on the files again. Attributions 327. Font license, there's nothing here. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Copyrighted, Adobe. Okay, so these are the booting license. We'll search from, I don't know. Sometimes you get information. Alfredo Marco. 2003. Wow, why are they going back to the reserve? Bitstream bearer. Trademark of Bitstream Inc. Sometimes there's information that is hidden in some of the files. Remember, this is a horror story, so we need to approach it as is. And then we have characters. Check on the characters. Whoop. So we have 4 characters: Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki, and Monika. Again, Monika has more data than all the others. And let's see, games. Here's the poem. Last update was 327. Hold on, this is from today, so we have an autosave now. What? Why does it say 348? It's right now. There's no file. There are no files. Okay, audio, font, image, poem, and script. Let's see the poem. File format. Oh, this is Sayori. I'm not gonna remember all those words. Let me see again. Winning words. Sayori's winning word: happiness, sadness, death, tragedy, alone, love, adventure, sweet, excitement, fireworks, romance, tears, depression, heart, marriage, passion, childhood, fun, color, hope, friends, family, party, vacation, legacy, daydream, Uh, daydream, pain, holiday, bed, feather, shame, fear, warm, flower, comfort, dance, sing. I don't know. Like, are those words? Cry, laugh, dark, sunny, rain clouds, calm, silly, flying, wonderful, unrequited, unrequited. Not sure what that means. Rose together, promise, charm, beauty, cheer, smile, broken, precious, prayer, clumsy, forgive, nature, ocean. Man, this girl has a ton of words. Dazzled, special, music, lucky, misfortune, loud, peaceful. Hold on, why are there so many words? So she's the one, awesome, hopeless, mystery, treasure. I need to check. Yeah, like all the others are really small. Natsuki words. Okay, so here we have Natsuki words. Hold on, why do we have? Yes, 3. Natsuki words are cute, fluffy, pure, candy, shopping puppy, kitty, clouds, lipstick, parfait, strawberry, pink, chocolate, heartbeat, pink, chocolate, heartbeat, kiss, melody, ribbon, jumpy, doki doki. Okay, Hawaii, skirt, chic, email, sticky, bouncy, shiny, nibble, fantasy, sugar, giggle, hope, marshmallow, hope, skipping, piece, spinning, twirl, lollipop, poof, bubbles. Are the lists similar? Headphones, games, socks, hair, playground, nightgown, mouse, whistle, poop. No, boop. Boop. I thought about boop. Boop. Yuri's words. And Yuri's number 3. Hold on. We only have 3. Man, I don't understand why Yuri is so dark. Yuri has nothing. She basically has 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is all Sayori's. Sayori's the one with the heavy. The most amount. Can I open the script? No. Unable to open the file. Oh. And then internal files. No. Insecure. 0, 0, 0. 001, 002, 003, 04, 5. So I'm thinking that this is a code. Something is here because definitely I'm brute forcing this. Meeting note number 3. Unable to open. Unknown error. Please try again later. So we got the meeting note. Okay. 4. I'm brute forcing this guy. Because, track sick, name idea. I can't open it. And this is a text file. So basically, I can't open the files. Note on insecure. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need access to files from a encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the thin client. Do not copy them here. REA is working on setting up. So REA is a company or like a school facility. Okay. Well, okay, let's jump into it. And we already did the side story. Oh no, we still have part 2. Okay, let's begin the side story. Number 2. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. Okay, I need to stop this. I'm sorry, guys. I need to. I was thinking of using the background music, but I think I need to have the music from the game. How did I let myself be the center of attention, Monica? Sayori is going through what? What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sarah responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Throughout the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you are worrying about me? I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is increasingly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you are just being selfish. The plot thickens. I don't know, but it feels like the this has a lot of Asian culture in it. Monica massages her forehead, struggling throughout the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair as it is for Monica to pray, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. That's true. Yeah. Monica, take a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to work. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the way that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you will remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise. If you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. I need to come up with voices. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club's activities. So, wanna teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need some motivation. You and me both. You and me. I need to know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're uh, you're gonna have to fight your perfectionist perfectionism mind on this one. Okay. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into little stories. A little story. Oh, so that's what they're doing. Their feelings are being wrote down into those little words, and then you pick them. Okay. Hmm. You can get your feelings down first, then make it sound pretty later. It's like it's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you can find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. Oh, so it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. We want to do a puzzle. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's really good. It's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and a paper and starts writing them. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she write it down. Well, no, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. Yes, I am. I'm calling you that. But the point is that you are not supposed to be polite or to police your feelings. What am I reading? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just, well, yeah. Understand the scribble? Like a rat. You're idiot. You idiot. She stares at the paper. Her word stares back at them. Back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for. And then I did that exact thing anyway. Yep. This is really gonna take some getting used to. Believe in you. Thanks. I do too. I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues to exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking. Yep, happens to me at work. But after a while, Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively. peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew! Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'll have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I will enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay! Let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one on the club room with her printout of revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is feature clearly in the center of the flyer. Feature clearly in the flyer. Right the way into your heart. Surely, common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can write to discover themselves. Hopefully Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from the students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulder only became heavier. The big club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper, but her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her fingers across it. As she does, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite of herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes, "This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain." Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Oh, Sayori's gonna find it. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stops for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. So something happened to Sayori, but she doesn't want to say it. On the clock. But also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Monica says. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes the sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. I can trust you. Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Hold on, what? Is that Sayori's? Here we go. Sayori? This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Ah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like the story. It's getting interesting. Wait, you don't you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It's just it just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine effort actually the push that Sayori needed? Sayori's deliberate breath can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. That's so hard. It's not easy to be in silence, waiting for someone to come in. Like you, at least for me, like I feel like I want to say something. Maybe there's something that you need or something that you want to do. Maybe you need a hobby or something that will take you out of that depression. Like the depression is consuming you, and then someone comes in and doesn't let you express yourself. But but then for me it's like, okay, I can hear you, but how long should I hear you for? Like days go by and you keep on telling me the same story. Mary Joy Reynoso, welcome to the stream. You hear the story and you're feeling like, I know the feeling, but I also feel like I wanted to swim out of the pool of sadness. Like there is a point where you need to reach out and try to get out of it. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. If you really think about what she's saying right there. But then you're saying it yourself. It, we don't Yeah, that's really deep. So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. I know people like that. hmm And I'm sure everybody knows people like this. That will be like, put others in front before themselves. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say. But she stopped herself in fear of saying the wrong things. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. That makes sense. Yep. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone will worry about me and ask me, what's wrong? I know that because it used to be like that. Uh, yep. And especially when you have like that, you bring like that big smile, and people are like, you're like the center of attention. People will really notice when you're not happy, or when you're not smiling, or you're not bubbly like you normally are. You're a person that has a lot of how do you say it? You have a lot of charisma, and you have a lot of people that are like looking at you every day. I know that because it used to be like that. Sorry, pause. Seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing for me, to me. And letting people look inside my heart doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Hmm. Like, I want to comment about this line so much because it has so much weight on it. But I don't feel like I have the words to really comment on it. And letting people look inside my heart doesn't bring happiness to anyone. It's like you're adding a load to people. You're bringing, and maybe your problems are not big to others, but for you they are like your entire world. Like the whole the whole world is crumbling in front of you because of that tiny thing for others. Sayuri pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You are not worried that I will be the one of those people too. I'm alright. Part of me really hates myself for doing this, but another part of me, I think, just feels, just felt like it will be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do, especially after you have been trying so hard to express yourself to. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only two people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You know what? There are people that come into your life, even for a brief moment, that help you anchor yourself and reroute. I don't know if I've been someone like this to someone else, but like I've seen this before for myself. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you like. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Throughout their contact, Monica can also feel the turn of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything, I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath, Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks. in a choke voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless, and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she feels. She fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. And now I'm making you put up with me. And I just want to die. Ooh, mamacita. Am I gonna be... As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through so soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows Sayori said herself. The thought of Sayori's experience are ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I will still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us vision and also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nodding. No more words are needed between them. The two share their brace for a while longer. Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadiness steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eye. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sorry, now it's scary. Since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course, it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. So he suddenly yanks and stretches, yawns and stretches. Whoa, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. Nope, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. So we now got a new story poem. Oh, we got the photo. A scene from the side story. Trust. She had the eyes open. So there's another asset. Let's make this the wallpaper. Or this one. No, let's make this one the wallpaper. Yep. Pictures. And we have new music. Dear Sunshine. The soundtrack is really good. I like the soundtrack. You know, the game was free. I don't know if it's free anymore. It was free for a little bit of time. In the Epic Store, they normally give like free games once a week. Daniela. That's a really nice song. Asturias Sky. Oh wow, it has vocals. This is funny right now because it's like I'm inside of a computer. So that means that I'm not really in the game. This is like a side game of the game. And the other side is like, is this like a psychological horror? Because it's supposed to be a horror game. And it could be. Remember, I always say that one of the greatest horror that you can think of will first happen in real life. People are worse, for the lack of a better word, worse than any horror movie or story that you can think of. We have so many demons inside ourselves, it's like crazy. Okay, so this is the main story. That's not suitable for kids. So I have my 4 girls. Load the game. 428. This one is later. Hi again, Lux Pharaoh. Hi again, Lux Pharaoh. Glad to see you. You didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. I keep my word. I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lux Pharaoh. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sorry, already told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. Hold on, is this? I thought the autosave was later. I thought I went through this story. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I 100% agree with that. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Lux Pharaoh always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me out with DC works without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Mamacita, what do you do? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Is that so? You two are only good. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Alex Farrow can become good friends too. Huh? Sayori? Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Me? Uh, Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Ooh, what is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. Um, what do I do? Uh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make any big deal if you don't want me to. If you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. You reach into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We read a lot. We read mangas. You know how long mangas are? They're crazy. And you go with many volumes. I'm telling you, graphical novels are literature. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how this girl acts lately, being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thanks. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica, are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Okay. Yuri's face is already buried. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Oh, I've been there. Sometimes you have a book that you really want to dive into it. Or a manga. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Yeah, you're really small. You're looking for something in there? You're looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point? What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of sketch books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of the things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up. I heard you bring it up at some point. Okay. Besides, it's kind of written in your face. Oh, okay. Okay, it makes sense. What's that supposed to mean? You look like you read a lot of manga. That's what it means. Maybe an otaku. I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga, and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Oh, that's what she was doing. She was organizing by she was organizing by volumes. Ah, much better. So you're OCD. That's what it is. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know the feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girl? Oh, that's the name of the manga, Parfait Girl. It's a series. I've never heard of it in my life. The problem means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the class door on the door. Throughout the class on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Luxfero. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girl from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colored attire, striking animated feminine poses. Is exceedingly moe. Haha, it's a moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh, because you're too small. Okay. Why is that? Ah, I guess it's easier to be close together like that. Don't just say that. You will make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't note it. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. People are obsessed with reading here. Whoa, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Yeah, I do that every time. So if I'm waiting for a manga or an anime, I will go back like they do on TV, on cable TV, and start the story from the beginning. And then when the new chapter or the new episode airs, I will have time because I'm already catch up with everything that has happened up to that point. And remember, now it's different. When earlier years, it used to be that you will consume all the animes, and then the new episode will be there available like on a weekly basis. But you don't get that, and we have so much offer of animes now. It's like crazy. But anyway, Not really. Oof, that's so hard. I read all my mangas again. I go back and forward. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. What do you do when the series is an ongoing series? Hey, are you paying attention? Uh, I am, but nothing is really happening yet. So I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of this since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Ah, I see. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginnings is about simple things. Like there's really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. Yep, character development. Yep. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance straps starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. What was a moment? Hi there, amazing digital owners. How? That's really what makes it good. It's me. Yes, it's me. Playing this looking disturbing game. I mean, Doki Doki. Yeah, right? So far, it hasn't shown itself to be that crazy. A little bit of drama and some some dark dark themes, I will say, but they're still on the psychological and social aspect of school. Um, Nothing far from reality, but that's what makes it scarier. There are so many touching parts. You think I'm clone of Monica to what? Do you think I'm a clone of Monica to you? What? Damn it, think of the what do you mean? Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait, what's that supposed to mean? Ah, Atsuki gives me a little shout. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. My favorite girl right now? That's a good question. I don't think I have enough time yet to tell which one would be my favorite, but this is just a guess. But is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. So far, Natsuki is the one that looks more into mine. She's the only one that does the mangas. So Natsuki pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Actually, no, a lot of people do that. A lot of people get excited about it and they get into cooking and dancing and other things and roller skating. I feel bad. I feel bad for anyone that is in. What? Why would you feel bad? We are all part of that. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? Okay. we read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. Okay, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? Don't tell me you have no friend. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share mangas with your friends? Could you not rub it in? You know, that's creepy. So, they look like they are fixed animations, but they have actual movement. Like I've seen the eyes move back and forth, close, and like all their expressions are coming from the eyes so far. Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Get new friends, my friend. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it makes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of loser, so I guess I gravitate to other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, is that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad will do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the clubroom. The Amazing Digital Honor House. Which one is your favorite girl? At least it's safe here in the clubroom. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Oh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solved any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you are enjoying yourself, right? So, geez. Yeah, I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she is so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when shouldn't be talking about that yet. Oh, you were gonna do a spoiler. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poem? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. So you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sliced herself a good 12 inches away from me. Everybody's looking at you. Alright, guess I will stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it toward Natsuki. You're giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Oh, of course. It would take forever to finish if you don't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. Oof. That's one thing that I don't like. I don't like to speed up through my reading. I like to read at my own pace. I like to look at panels, come back to the reading, and if it gets banned, I will kill you. By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far, and might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish? Alright then, I stand up and return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now everyone's ready. Well, now is everybody ready? Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't. Wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf from Torn form a spiral notebook. Okay, I'm getting to my limit. I need to cut it off short. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composite notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I'm sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so who should we read first? Let's read Monica's first. Let's start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Latero. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you are new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do together, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, Lux Sparrow. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barriers that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Lux Sparrow. Really, it's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez, no. I kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write, and she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yeah, there are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they are only a few lines long. That's true. They might even feel like they were written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poem. They might be easy to write, but they are super challenging to get the meanings throughout. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure we'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I would love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. everyone else everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of style, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You should. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because the sound. I have to sound confident. Um, that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, spackles, protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside the clue for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like I filmed left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too big. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choice. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming strong. Maybe after anyone is better friends with each other. Oh, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem, a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. If you keep your pen and it's in the same spot for too long, you will just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hands and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna save it and we're gonna keep going tomorrow. Let's save it here. And we're gonna catch up tomorrow. Okay, guys? Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.